You don't forget because you're not smart. You forget because your brain needs a better system. This is that system. Today you'll get a complete, modern, explain like I'm 5 guide to 3 core methods: SQ3R, Feynman, and spaced repetition, plus ready-to-use templates, examples, and a 14-day revision plan. Why we forget and how to beat it. Your brain is a filter, not a hard drive. It prioritizes what returns often and what's used actively. Cramming feels productive, but fades fast. Rereading highlights is comfortable, not effective. The fix: learn actively, then revisit at smart intervals. That's it. Effortful recall plus spaced reviews. SQ3R. Deep reading without drowning. What it is: a structured reading protocol for textbooks, dense articles, and theory-heavy chapters. Why it works: it turns passive reading into goal-driven, question-led learning, making your brain search for answers. Steps with prompts: survey. Skim titles, subheadings, bold terms, summaries, diagrams. Prompt: what's the big picture here? What's likely important? Question: turn headings into questions. Photosynthesis: how does photosynthesis work? Why does it matter? Read: read to answer your questions. Ignore everything else for now. Focus: definitions, processes, cause-effect. Recite: close the book. Explain what you learned in your own words, out loud or on paper. If you stall, mark the gap and reread only that part. Review: bullet the key answers you produced. Schedule a quick revisit. Mini example: history. Heading: causes of World War I. Questions: what were the main causes? How did alliances escalate conflict? Read, recite. The 4 drivers were militarism, alliances, imperialism, nationalism. Alliances turned local conflict into a chain reaction because where it shines: long chapters, exam essays, concept-heavy subjects. Common mistakes: reading first, questioning later, copying the text instead of reciting in your words. Feynman Technique: understand so well you can teach it. What it is: learn it, then teach it simply, like explaining to a 6-year-old. Why it works: simplicity exposes gaps. If you can't say it plainly, you don't own it yet. Steps: pick a topic. Inflation, osmosis, pointers in C. Explain simply, no jargon. Short sentences, everyday analogies. Find gaps. Wherever you hesitate, underline. Go back and fix. Study just that gap, then simplify again. Refine. Replace fancy terms with plain language and a concrete example. Mini example: biology, diffusion. Diffusion is how particles spread out from crowded places to less crowded places, like perfume smell traveling across a room. Pro tips: analogy formula. X is like Y because Z. Whiteboard rule: if you can't teach it on a blank page in 5 steps, you don't get it yet. Method 3, spaced repetition, the memory multiplier. What it is: systematic reviews at growing intervals to move knowledge into long-term memory. Why it works: your brain strengthens memories it must retrieve again, especially after a little forgetting. Pair it with active recall, questions, flashcards, not rereading. Starter schedule: simple and strong. Day 0, learn. Day 1, review. 1 day 3, review 2. Day review: 7, review 3 day 14, review 4 day 30, review 5. How to run a session: 10 to 20 minutes. Test first, closed book. Mark cards concepts as easy, push farther, hard, review sooner, leach, rewrite or relearn, stop when accuracy drops. Fatigue creates fake progress. Active recall formats. Flashcards. Q. What does mitosis produce? 2 identical daughter cells. Close deletions. GDP is the total value of all produced ISTARs in a period. Sketch recall. Redraw a graph. Josh process from memory, then check. Common mistakes. Making essay-long flashcards. Keep them atomic. Reviewing everything daily. Waste time. Space it. Rereading highlights instead of testing yourself. Put it all together. The hybrid study flow. First pass, SQ3R. Build a clear map and key questions. Understand, Feynman. Teach it plainly. Fix gaps. Lock it in. Spaced repetition plus active recall. Convert essentials to cards. Schedule reviews. This sequence turns chaos into clarity, then into durable memory. Ready to use templates: SQ3R 1-page worksheet. Topic: big picture goal, 1 line. My questions, 5 to 8 bullets. Key answers, bullets, max 12 words. Each 60-second summary. My words. Review dates: D1, D3, D7, D14, D30 Feynman sheet. Concept. Explain it to a child, 3 to 5 sentences. Analogy. X is like Y because Z. Steps process, max 5 steps. Where I got stuck, fixed notes. Flashcard. Recipe. 1 fact concept per card. Question first, answer short. Add a tiny example or unit. Tag by chapter or topic. The 14-day revision blueprint. Exam ready. Day 1 to 2. SQ3R 2 to 3 core chapters. Build 60 to 80 flashcards. Day 3. Feynman explain each chapter. Rewrite 10 weakest cards. Day 4. Spaced review. D3. 30-minute mixed quiz. Day 5. Practice problems. Just passed. Paper 1. Error log. Day 6. Spaced review. D7 for early content. Day 7. Pass paper 2. Teach your error log out loud. Day 8. Light spaced review. Tighten formulas/definitions. Day 9. Pass paper 3 under timed conditions. Day 10. Targeted Feynman on 3 stickiest topics. Day 11. Mixed deck review. 20 question self-test. Day 12. Past paper 4. Simulate exam. Start time. Day 13. Final spaced review hits. Close gaps only. Day 14. Restful run-through. No cramming. Sleep early. Do this in 60 minutes today. 15 minutes. SQ3R short section. 20 minutes. Feynman explain it to your phone mic. 20 minutes. Make 12 flashcards. 5 minutes. Schedule D1, D3, D7 reviews. On calendar. Small wins compound. This is how momentum starts. Common traps to avoid. Pretty notes trap. Beautiful is not memorable. Understanding plus recall beats color palettes. Copy-paste learning. If your hand writes but your brain doesn't think, it won't stick. Endless collect fewer, clearer cards. Huge, messy decks. Marathon sessions. Short, focused sprints with sleep win every time. Short version for reels TikTok. Hours of study, 0 recall. It's not you, it's your system. Use SQ3R to map the chapter. Turn headings into questions. Teach it like you're talking to a 6-year-old. Gaps equals your next study target. Lock it in with spaced repetition. Day 1, 3, 7, 14, 30. Test yourself. Don't just reread. Small, consistent reviews beat cramming. Smart beats hard. Start today. 15-minute map, 15-minute teach. 15-minute cards. If you want extra polish for your video, B-roll ideas, chaotic notes, color-coded map, whiteboard teaching, flashcard app, calendar reminders, exam results, on-screen text, don't reread, retrieve, teach to learn, space your reviews, voiceover tone, warm, honest, a little self-deprecating, then confident and crisp.